So I'm Hank, and this is Cbmf. Hugh Jackman is currently filming what is largely regarded to be his final cinematic portrayal of the X-Man Wolverine. It's thought that this last movie is going to be based off the graphic novel Old Man Logan. Only problem is, that can't happen.
Old Man Logan was a miniseries written by Mark Millar and drawn by Steve McNiven, the team who'd previously altered the entire face of the Marvel Universe with their book Civil War. Old Man Logan took place about 50 years in the future in a very different world. In the Old Man Logan continuity, at some point in the past, all the major supervillains had teamed up together to put down all the superheroes once and for all. It was a massively successful miniseries, and it remains one of the most popular Wolverine stories ever told to this day. But can it be filmed? No, it can't. And the reason for that is licensing. See, years ago, Marvel sold the movie rights to several of their largest properties to a few different film companies, and Wolverine and the X-Men were purchased by Fox. With the X-Men, Fox got all the mutants in the Marvel Universe, and that's cool, except there's almost no mutant characters in Old Man Logan, aside from Wolverine himself. Here's a list of some of the major antagonists in Old Man Logan. Red Skull, the Hulk, Hawkeye's daughter, the Mole People, Ant-Man, the Venom symbiote. And here's a list edited down to the characters Fox has access to. The Mole People. Yeah, Fox actually has access to the Mole People because Fox also has the rights to the Fantastic Four and all their mage villains. And the Mole People are FF villains, so it stands to reason that they're the one bit of Old Man Logan that Fox could use. And even then, the few photos we've seen of the Wolverine movie that's currently filming don't look anything like Old Man Logan. A real cinematic version of Old Man Logan would look a little more like the recent Mad Max movie. It's all burnt-out apocalyptic wastelands. Endless desert broken up by the shattered remnants of cities. What's more likely is that we're going to get the death of Wolverine. The Death of Wolverine was a miniseries written by Charles Soule, and like Old Man Logan, it was drawn by Steve McNiven. It was published and took place in 2015, and was a story about Wolverine's final adventure during which he took on a few of his oldest enemies and gave up his own life in a fairly heroic fashion. As a side note, I don't think you can understate the importance of Steve McNiven's art. Certainly, Mark Millar's writing is what people remember about Civil War and Old Man Logan. But would the series have had the same impact with a less competent and engaging artist? Of course, we'll never know. But I do think it's important to note that comics aren't just stories. They're stories being told with pictures, and how people feel about those pictures can have a massive impact on how they feel about the story. It seems obvious, but I feel like we forget it sometimes. Ultimately, I suspect this final Hugh Jackman Wolverine movie will involve Logan sacrificing himself to save the life of another, and at this point, I would guess that to be the character X-23, who we have seen is going to be in this next Wolverine movie. I can just see the point where he's going to turn to Professor X and say, "Give her a chance to have the life I never had," and then he'll die. But you know, that's just a theory. A film there. Oh wait, I think somebody else is doing that. Well, I guess it's just some stuff that happened in comics. I'm Hank, and this has been Cbmf. We'll catch you on down the road, bub.